Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Chapter 55.
On the wedding night,
Liu Bei arrives. He thinks he's there for a real marriage alliance with Lady Sun. You can almost picture him, maybe a bit nervous, hopeful.
definitely. But the moment he steps into her rooms, it's quite a shock. Not what you'd expect.
Right, the source says his color changed. Basically, he freaked out. What did he see?
Well, instead of silks and luxury, there are spears and swords lined up on both sides, and all are maids. They're wearing swords, too.
Whoa. So, right away, this tells you something about Lady Sun. Is this just her personality, or is it like a deliberate power play from the start?
It's powerful, isn't it? It's partly her character. The housekeeper explains she loves martial arts, always has. But it's also a statement. She's immediately showing she's not some, typical demure bride. It's almost a subtle intimidation.
Yeah, sets a very different tone. So Liu Bei, understandably, is uncomfortable. He asks for the weapons to be put away, saying it's not what a lady should observe. How does she react?
Yeah, her response is fantastic. She laughs and basically says, I've been around fighting whole life, scared of weapons.
Okay, so she's fierce.
Definitely. But then, crucially, she actually does order them removed.
Yeah.
Tells the maids to unbuckle their swords. So, strong-willed, yes, but also maybe pragmatic. Willing to meet him partway, perhaps?
Interesting balance. And despite that startling welcome, the marriage happens. The text says they become deeply affectionate.
Yeah, which is kind of surprising after that entrance.
And Liu Bei, he's sharp. He immediately starts trying to win people over, scattering gold and silk among the maids to win their hearts. He sends word back home about the good news.
Right, he's playing the political game even amidst the marriage.
And then there's this period where he's just drinking, celebrating for days. Sun Quan's mother, the Grand Empress Dowager, apparently really likes him, shows him great love and respect. Seems like things are settling down almost like a honeymoon.
Exactly. And that apparent calm, that sense of security Liu Bei feels, that's absolutely critical. Because it's exactly what the other side wants him to feel. It's the setup.
Okay, so that seeming ease, the affection, the respect from the Dowager, it turns out that was kind of the point, at least for Zhu Yu's next plan. But there's a snag. Sun Quan tells Zhu Yu the fake marriage, well, it accidentally turned real.
Yeah, that throws a real wrench in the works for Zhu Yu. The source says he was greatly alarmed, couldn't even sit still.
Why such strong reaction?
Because his original plan was simpler, probably just to lure Liu Bei in and capture him. But now Liu Bei's a genuine relative, liked by the matriarch. You can't just grab him. It's politically messy. So Zhu Yu needs a new plan, fast.
And he comes up with one, sends a secret letter to Sun Quan. What's the logic behind this new trap? It sounds much more complex.
Oh, it's brilliant in a very cunning way. Zhu Yu acknowledges Liu Bei is tough, calls him a heroic figure, mentions his great generals like Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, plus Zhu Yang's brainpower.
So he respects the threat.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He knows a direct fight would be costly. So he suggests something else entirely, psychological warfare, the soft confinement.
Soft confinement. Okay, break that down. What does that actually involve?
It's about destroying Liu Bei's will, not his body.
Yeah.
Zhu Yu advises Sun Quan to lavishly build palaces for him, surround him with beautiful women and desirable objects, music, luxury, basically drown him in pleasure.
The goal being?
To destroy his ambition. Make him forget about his mission, his men, his land. Zhu Yu wants to separate him from the affections of Guan and Zhang, drive a wedge between him and Zhu Zhilang, isolate him mentally.
Wow. So weaken him from the inside out.
Precisely. Only then, once Liu Bei is softened up and his alliances are frayed, Zhu Yu says, should they attack them with troops? It's a long game.
He gives Sun Quan a serious warning too, doesn't he? Something about a dragon.
Yeah, a really potent image. If he is allowed to leave, a dragon getting clouds and rain will not remain in a pond. Basically, don't let this guy go. He's too dangerous if he gets back to his element. He tells Sun Quan to think about it really carefully.
And Sun Quan discusses it with another advisor, Zhang Zhao, who loves the idea. Why?
Zhang Zhao adds another layer. He figures Liu Bei came from humble beginnings, right? He's probably never experienced this kind of wealth and luxury. Zhang Zhao bets that Liu Bei will just get lost in it, become decadent, and naturally drift away from his tough, loyal generals.
Makes Jingzhou easy pickings, then, they figure.
That's the calculation. So Sun Quan is overjoyed. He immediately starts renovating the East Mansion, brings in flowers, fancy furniture, female musicians, gold, jade, curiosities. The works.
Even the Grand Empress Dowager is happy, thinking it's all genuine goodwill towards her new son-in-law.
Exactly. The deception is multi-layered.
And does it work initially?
It absolutely does. The text says Liu Bei was seduced by the pleasures of sound and beauty, completely forgetting about returning to Jingzhou. He's caught in the gilded cage.
Okay, so Liu Bei is stuck, enjoying the high life, completely unaware it's a trap. But Zhuge Liang, back in Jingzhou, he saw this coming, didn't he?
He absolutely did, which is just incredible foresight. This is where his famous 3 brocade pouches come in, given to Zhao Yun, who traveled with Liu Bei.
Right. Zhao Yan, he's hanging around outside the East Mansion with 500 soldiers, apparently pretty bored, just shooting arrows and riding horses.
Yeah, imagine being Zhao Yun, this legendary warrior, basically just killing time while his lord is inside partying.
But then, as the year-end approached, something clicks. He remembers the pouches, one for when they arrived, a third for emergencies, and the second one, specifically for the year-end.
And he notices Liu Bei hasn't been holding any meetings, just indulging. The timing is perfect, exactly as Zhuge Liang predicted.
So Zhao Yun opens that second pouch, finds the divine strategy. What does he do?
He acts immediately, goes straight to the mansion, demands to see Liu Bei, and puts on this act, pretending to be really alarmed. Urgency is key here.
He hits Liu Bei with a tough question first, right? Something like,
Yeah, master living deep in the peanut hall, does he not think of Jingzhou? A direct challenge to Liu Bei's priorities.
And when Liu Bei asks what's wrong, Zhao Yun drops the bombshell, the fabricated crisis.
He claims that Zhuge Liang sent an urgent message. Cao Cao is attacking Jingzhou with 500,000 troops, seeking revenge for Red Cliffs. Jingzhou is in extreme danger. Liu Bei must return immediately.
Now, we know this isn't true. It's Zhuge Liang's invention. But why is this specific lie so effective right then?
It's pure psychological genius. It hits Liu Bei's biggest fears and responsibilities, the threat to his base, his people, his entire cause. The details make it sound real, and the urgency bypasses careful thought. It demands action.
And Zhao Yun adds another clever piece of advice when Liu Bei suggests talking to Lady Sun first.
Right. Zhao Yun insists, no, don't tell her. She won't let you go. Better to leave tonight, secretly. Any delay is disaster. He really pushes the point, making it seem like secrecy and speed are essential.
Okay, so Zhao Yun has planted the seed of urgency and the need for secrecy. Liu Bei goes back to Lady Sun, but he doesn't just tell her the fake news.
No, he tries a different tactic first. He goes back, secretly weeping, total act.
What's his story?
He lays it on thick. Says he's miserable being away from home, can't honor his ancestors, feels unfilial, especially with the year-end coming up, playing the homesick, dutiful son card, trying to appeal to her emotions, maybe her sense of tradition.
Or Lady Sun. She's sharp. Does she buy it?
Not for a second. She calls him out immediately. Says something like, you're not fooling me. I heard already. Zhao Yun told you Jingzhou's in danger, and now you're making up this excuse to leave.
Wow. She saw right through him. That's impressive.
It really is. Shows her intelligence, her awareness. She's not just some pawn in their games.
So Liu Bei, caught red-handed, basically confesses, kneels down, admits the dilemma Jingzhou is lost if he stays, but he can't bear to leave her if he goes. Tears and everything.
He's cornered, has to appeal to her directly now.
And this is the moment. What Zhu Yu and Sun Quan never expected. Lady Sun's reaction, what does she say?
It's astonishing. She completely flips the script. She says, I have already married my lord. I will go wherever my lord goes. Your concubine will follow.
Just like that. Total loyalty. She chooses him, her husband, over her brother and her homeland's political schemes.
Exactly. It completely undermines Zhao Yu's entire soft confinement strategy. They thought she'd be part of the cage, maybe an obstacle to him leaving. Instead, she becomes the key to his escape. It's all about personal loyalty, overriding political maneuvering.
Liu Bei must have been relieved, but he's still cautious. He points out her mother and brother would never agree to let her leave. He asks her to just let him go alone for now.
He's still thinking strategically, maybe testing her resolve, or perhaps genuinely worried about the consequences for her.
But Lady Sun doesn't back down. She comes up with the actual escape plan, and it's pretty clever.
It really is. She thinks for a moment, then suggests using the New Year's Day traditions. They'll say they're going down to the riverside to perform ancestor worship rituals, and then just keep going. Leave without saying goodbye.
Brilliant. Using a perfectly normal, expected activity as cover makes their departure seem less suspicious, at least initially.
Yeah, it buys them time. Liu Bei is incredibly grateful. He warns her to keep it absolutely secret. They finalize the details.
And Liu Bei secretly tells Zhao Yun the plan. Get the troops out of the city first thing on New Year's Day, wait on the main road.
The stage is perfectly set. Deception met with counter-deception, and all enabled by an unexpected act of loyalty. So on the first day of the new year, Lady Sun goes to her mother, Lady Wu.
Right?
And she comes with this very specific, very emotional request.
Mm-hmm.
She says Liu Bei is just, consumed with sadness morning and night,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about his parents, his ancestors back in Zhou Commandery. And he wants to go down to the riverbank, look north, and perform a remote sacrifice.
Ah, playing the filial piety card. Very smart.
Exactly, framing it as this act of profound respect for his ancestors.
And that emotional angle, presenting it as something virtuous, that's how they get Lady Wu's okay.
That's the key. She sees it as proper filial duty, totally approves. She even tells Lady Sun, you should go with him, show wifely respect.
Wow, so it's not just a trick, it's like weaponizing cultural values.
It really is. It shows how understanding those cultural levers, even in a world obsessed with armies and power,
Could open doors that brute force couldn't. That's a big takeaway, even for us today, navigating complex situations.
definitely. And their departure was very, very discreet. Really highlights the planning.
How so?
Well, Lady Sun apparently only took her soft valuables in her carriage. Little details like that.
Suggesting a quick exit, nothing too suspicious.
Right. Liu Bei's on horseback, just a small escort. They get out of South Zhu quickly, and then they meet up with Zhao Yin.
Ah, the loyal Zhou Yu.
We were already waiting with 500 soldiers.
So clearly prearranged, a well-planned escape, not just winging it.
Oh, absolutely planned.
Okay, they've made their move. But timing. Timing is everything in an escape like this. What was the critical detail, the almost unbelievable bit of luck that gave them such a vital head start?
Well, this is where it gets kind of amazing. The source says Sun Quan was just deeply drunk that day.
Drunk, like really drunk.
Completely incapacitated, apparently. So much so that when his officials finally figured out Liu Bei and Lady Sun were gone, they couldn't even tell him.
No way. So he's just out cold while they're making their getaway.
Exactly. It gave them this crucial head start, a massive stroke of luck, you could say. Or maybe just perfect timing on their part.
Smashing a jade inkstone. That's quite a reaction. You can almost picture his officials sort of backing away slowly.
Yeah, probably wise. It just shows how even powerful leaders can lose it.
So the next morning, Sun Quan finally hears the news, and his rage is palpable.
Oh, explosive is the word. The text specifically says he smashes his jade inkstone to pieces. A really vivid image of just how furious he was.
And what does he do? Straight away.
Immediately sends out pursuers, Chen Wu and Pan Zhang.
Yeah.
Give them 500 elite soldiers.
Elite troops.
And the orders are clear. Catch them day and night. The chase is officially on. It's serious.
Right. But then we get this interesting moment of insight from Cheng Pu, one of Sun Quan's own guys.
Yeah, one of the senior generals.
Despite Sun Quan's fury, Cheng Pu basically says, nah, this first wave, they're going to fail. Why? What makes him so sure?
It's brilliant insight, really. Cheng Pu knows Lady Sun.
Her reputation precedes her.
Big time. She's known for being tough, martial prowess, strict, upright character, plus her imperial status through marriage.
So the generals respect her. Or fear her.
Both, probably.
Yeah.
The point is, Cheng Pu figures if she is with Liu Bei willingly, no ordinary soldier, not even these elite guys, would dare actually lay a hand on her or block her way.
Wow. So her presence, her reputation is like an invisible shield.
An unassailable barrier.
Yeah.
Exactly. It tells you a lot, doesn't it? That even in that kind of warrior society, individual character and reputation could sometimes just override direct orders.
Fascinating. So Sun Quan's fury must.
Oh, it escalates big time. Reaches like a terrifying level.
How so?
He summons 2 more generals, Jiang Qin and Zhu Tai, and this time he gives them his personal sword.
His personal sword. That sends a message.
A huge message.
Mm.
Symbol of absolute authority, deadly consequences,
Yeah.
and the command is chilling.
Let me guess. No more bringing them back alive.
Exactly. Bring back his sister and Liu Bei's head.
Whoa.
Or if they fail, their heads will roll. Immediate execution.
Okay.
And he sends them off with double the troops, 1,000 soldiers this time.
So the stakes just went from capture to kill on sight. For Liu Bei, anyway.
Yep. Dramatically higher.
And you can just feel Liu Bei's desperation now. They're rushing, barely resting, like 4-hour sleep, maybe?
Just 2 watches, yeah.
Yeah.
Before pushing on again. And then they see it.
The dust clouds.
Dust clouds behind them.
Yeah.
The pursuing army is gaining. They're being hunted down.
But it gets worse, doesn't it? It's not just the pursuit from behind.
No, it goes from bad to absolutely terrible, almost comical if it weren't so dangerous. As they get near Chaisang territory, bam, blockade.
Blockade who?
Xu Sheng and Ding Feng, 2 more generals waiting for them. with 3,000 troops this time.
3,000? Where did they come from?
Zhou, the master strategist. He'd guessed Liu Bei would try to escape by land.
Of course he did.
And he'd already sent these guys ahead to set up an ambush right at a critical choke point. They'd been scouting the whole route.
So the trap is well and truly sprung. Pursuers behind, ambush ahead.
Caught. Completely trapped between a rock and a hard place. Nowhere left to run.
It seems utterly hopeless. What possible move is left? Is this where Zhu Zhiliang comes back into the picture?
Exactly. This moment, total desperation, that Zhao Yun reminds Liu Bei about Zhu Zhang's insurance policy.
The brocade bag.
The 3 brocade bags, each with a stratagem inside. They'd already used 2, and they worked.
Right, in earlier jams.
This third one was saved for the absolute worst-case scenario, extreme danger.
And this qualifies, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. Time to open bag number 3, the ultimate Hail Mary.
So Liu Bei opens it, reads the instructions, and then this tearful confession to Lady Sun. What does the note say? What's revealed that just changes everything?
He reads it, and it seems like he just breaks down. He finally tells her the whole truth about their marriage.
Everything.
Everything. How Sun Quan and Zhu Yu cooked up the whole scheme to lure him in, trap him, take Jingzhou back, and probably kill him eventually.
And that she, his wife, was just the bait.
The fragrant bait, yeah. Used to reel him in. But then, here's the crucial part. The gamble based on Zhu Zhiliang's note, maybe. He tells her he came into this marriage trap partly because he knew she had a man's heart.
A man's heart, meaning honorable, strong.
Yeah, like a spirit of honor, justice, maybe even pity.
Yeah.
He believed she would see the injustice and pity his situation.
So he's appealing directly to her character, her sense of right and wrong.
Exactly. He begs her, save us. He even says, if you won't, I'll die right here in front of your carriage.
Wow. Laying it all on the line. That's the turning point, isn't it? Realizing that despite all the strategy, the last hope is her personal choice.
It is. And her reaction is, well, incredible doesn't quite cover it.
She's not just upset for Liu Bei, she's furious about her own situation, right? Her brother using her like that.
Furious.
Yeah.
Utterly betrayed. She declares basically, I can never face my brother again after this. And then I will sort this out myself.
Her personal honor is on the line now.
Absolutely. Her status, her reputation. It's not about her brother's plans anymore. It's about her and saving her husband.
And she does sort it out, just walks right into the confrontation.
Pretty much. Orders her attendants, push the carriage forward, raises the curtain.
And faces down Xu Sheng and Ding Feng, 3,000 soldiers waiting.
And she just accuses them point blank. Are you rebelling?
The sheer guts, the authority. What do the generals do? They're under orders from Zhu Yu.
Their reaction is immediate. They get off their horses, drop their weapons, bow down. Total deference.
Just like that.
Just like that. They explain, we're just following Marshal Zhu Yu's orders.
But that's not good enough for Lady Sun, is it?
Not even close. She unleashes. Calls Zhu Yu a traitor. Reminds them Liu Bei is a Han imperial uncle, her husband. Reminds them she told her mother and brother they were leaving.
She's building her case, stacking up her authority.
Layer by layer. And then she hits them with the killer line.
The one that just cuts through everything.
Yeah. You only fear Zhu Yu, but not me. And then Zhu Yu can kill you. Can I not kill Zhu Yu?
Oof. Mic drop moment, absolutely. Basically saying, who do you think holds the real power here?
Exactly. She's not just anyone. She's Sun Quan's sister. She's an imperial relative by marriage. She's known to be fierce. She puts them in an impossible position.
Zhu Yu's wrath later, or her wrath right now.
Precisely. And her wrath is immediate, imperial, and standing right in front of them, along with an equally angry-looking Zhao Yun, probably.
Ha, yeah, probably doesn't hurt having Zhao Yun standing there looking imposing.
Not at all. So they back down. Xu Sheng and Ding Feng, totally overawed by her status, her fury.
They just cave.
And order their troops to clear the path.
Order them to clear the path. Let Liu Bei and Lady Sun pass. Liu Bei.
His carriage was Lady Sun. They barely get, 5 or 6 lines down the road.
Like just a couple of miles.
Yeah, hardly anything. And bam, 4 Wu generals, Chen Wu, Pan Tang, Xu Sheng, and Ding Feng.
And their orders are pretty clear, I assume.
Bring them back, by force if necessary.
Okay, but this is where Lady Sun really steps up, right? She's not just some pawn here.
Not even close. She completely flips the script. She gets out, confronts these 4 generals head on.
What does she say? How does she manage them?
She reminds them who she is, not just Liu Bei's new wife, but the sister of their king, Sun Quan. And crucially, she says her mother, the queen mother, personally blessed their return trip to Jingzhou.
Ah, playing the mom card. But a very powerful mom card in this context.
Extremely powerful. She basically accuses them of trying to divide her family, acting without proper respect or authority. She frames it as them disrupting a family affair sanctioned by the Queen Mother.
That puts them in a really tight spot.
A very tight spot. They know Sun Quan is deeply filial, respects his mother enormously. Crossing the Queen Mother, even indirectly, that's career suicide. Or worse.
Plus, wasn't Zhou Yun there too? Liu Bei's bodyguard general?
Exactly. Zhou Yun is standing right there, looking ready to fight. So the generals weigh their options. Risk the Queen Mother's wrath, risk a fight with Zhou Yun, or let them pass.
They decide to let them pass. Do a favor, as the text says.
Right. Better to hedge their bets. But, the problem isn't solved.
No, because almost immediately, 2 more generals show up. Jiang Xin and Zhu Tai.
Yes, and when they hear that the first group let Liu Bei go because of Lady Sun, well, Jiang Xin reveals something chilling.
This is the sealed sword part.
That's it. He's carrying a sealed sword and a secret order directly from Sun Quan. And it's extreme.
What does it say?
It says, if Lady Sun resists or tries to stop them, kill her first, then kill Liu Bei.
Kill his own sister. Wow, that just shows the sheer ruthlessness, the desperation involved.
Absolutely. Sun Quan was willing to go that far to stop Liu Bei and keep Jingzhou out of his hands.
Yeah.
It really ramps up the tension.
So the pursuit is back on and even more intense now.
Definitely. They split up. Xu Shang and Ding Feng head off by boat to alert Zhu Yu, the chief strategist, while Jian Jin, Zhu Tai, and the other 2 chase along the riverbank. They're closing in again.
And Liu Bei's group, they managed to get a bit ahead. They reached this place called Lu Langpu.
Yes, and for a second, maybe they think they've made it, but then despair. They look out at the river. It's huge, and there are no boats anywhere.
Oh, man. Trapped between the river and the pursuers closing in behind them, you can just feel that hope draining away.
It's a really low moment. The text even includes this poignant poem. Something about Wu and Shu forming a marriage, a bright pearl in a golden house.
But wondering how one woman, Lady Sun, could be valued so lightly, just as a pawn to stop Liu Bei aiming for that tripod of power.
Exactly. It really emphasizes Liu Bei's feeling of being caught in these huge political machinations. He feels utterly powerless right then.
And just when things look absolutely hopeless.
Boom. Out of nowhere, appearing along the riverbank, over 20 tow sailboats.
Like a miracle.
Pretty much.
Whoa.
And then the big reveal. Out of one of the boat cabin steps.
Xi Zhiliang, of course.
Of course. Liu Bei's genius strategist. He's there, wearing his scholar's cap and robe, totally calm.
He planned this all along.
Calculated everything, these escape route, the timing.
Yeah.
The boats are filled with Jingzhou naval forces, but they're disguised as, like, merchants or guests. Brilliant.
Always thinking 3 steps ahead. And doesn't he have a parting shot for the rude generals left stranded on the bank?
Oh, yes. The classic Zhu Zhiliang taunt. He basically yells back at them, hey, I figured this out ages ago. Go tell your boss Zhu Yu to stop trying these dumb beauty trap schemes.
Just rubbing salt on the wound. Pure Zhu Zhiliang.
Total mockery of Zhu Yu's plan, highlighting his own strategic superiority.
Okay, so now they must be safe, right? They're on boats. Zhu Zhiliang's got them.
You'd think so. But then, the sound of drums, gongs, the roar of voices from upriver.
Oh, no. Not more pursuers.
It's not just more pursuers. It's Zhu Yu himself, in person, leading a massive fleet of warships with generals like Huang Gai and Han Dang. He's coming fast.
Zhu Yu himself. He's not letting this go.
Absolutely not. His plan failed, Liu Bei escaped, and he got taunted by Zhu Zhiliang. He's furious.
So what does Zhu Zhiliang do now? They can't outrun a war fleet in those tow sailboats, surely.
No. So he makes another quick decision. He orders everyone to abandon the boats on the north bank and continue the escape on foot, by land.
Turning it into a land chase now. But doesn't that put them at risk again?
It seems like it, but it's actually leading Zhu Yu right into Zhu Zhiliang's next trap. Or rather, traps. Plural.
The ambushes.
Yeah.
This is where it really turns, isn't it?
Completely.
Yeah.
As Zhu Yu and his forces charge after them on land, thinking they've got them cornered, suddenly from a mountain pass, Guan Yu appears.
Liu Bei's legendary sworn brother. Big red face. Massive Guandao blade.
The very one. He charges out with swordsmen. Zhu Yu panics, turns to flee.
But it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot. As Zhu Yu tries to retreat, suddenly from the left flank, Huangzong bursts out with another force, and from the right, Wei Yan.
A triple ambush. Left, right, and center. Zhu Yu's forces are completely routed.
utterly scattered. It's a total strategic collapse for Zhou. He went from hunter to hunted in minutes.
And then comes the final humiliation, the one that goes down in history.
The ultimate burn. As Zhou scrambles back towards his boat, completely defeated, all the Shu soldiers on the bank, they start shouting in unison.
Zhu's brilliant plan to secure the world.
Lost the wife and lost the army.
Oof, that phrase just echoes through history, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the absolute failure.
It's devastatingly effective. Public humiliation on a grand scale.
And Zhu's reaction, it's intense.
He completely loses it. He wants to turn back, fight to the death, just pure rage. His generals literally have to hold him back, drag him onto the boat.
And the stress, the fury, the shame, it's too much for him, physically.
Yes. The text says he cries out, spits up blood, and just collapses unconscious. The sheer weight of his plan's failure, the public mockery, it breaks him.